everyone, welcome back to my channel. You're hearing the voice of Nurse Bambara. In today's video, I want to show you how to make OKPA Enugu, Bande Wawa, the whole process. I'm going to break it down for you here. So let's go. So first thing is to pour water and boil. That is the first thing. Then while your water is boiling, you get this requirement. The first thing, you need a bowl or a glass depending on what you want, and a cup too. Then you need your OKPA flour. This is 3 cups of OKPA flour that I have here. You can even use more than this depending on the people that you are cooking for. Then you need good red oil. The one I'm using now is from Enugu State. There are some red oil that you use and it will affect the taste of your OKPA. Then the next thing is your salt. Then your blended red pepper. You need a plastic bag or something that you want to use to wrap it. Another thing is a warm water, lukewarm water. I just brought it here because I don't want to be running head scatter. So the process. So here you need, get this small cup or a smaller cup. Go to that your hot water, bring just small quantity and add it. Then you add another quantity of cold water. The essence of adding this is so that you can be able to put your hand inside it, but make sure that the water is small. Then after that, now add, the next thing is to add generous amount of red oil to the water. So this is the reason why you need small amount of water, because this oil is also serving like a liquid. So after pouring the water, you touch it to know how hot the mixture is. It's supposed to be hot but not too hot. Then you now add your OKPA flour. When you add the flour, check the water to make sure it's not too much at the beginning. If it is much, you remove some quantity. Then, but if it is okay, then you now use your hand to mix it. It's always good to use your hand, except if you are doing large quantity, you can employ the hand of 2 or 3 people. Use your hand to mix this. And in this video, I did not fast forward anything. I was just taking it gradual so that you see how long it took me to achieve the mixture well. So use your hand to be mixing it until the lumps clear, because as I'm doing it now, you can see some lump inside it. So you don't stop until that lump clears. So it requires a bit patience from you. So continue doing it. I fast forwarded it here so that you can see how long it took me. I'm not going to cut it. So continue mixing. So you continue mixing, and you need to be fast so that this mixture will not be cold. So can you see it's already well mixed and there is no lump inside it? So after you must have mixed it, the next thing is to get hot water and add it to the lukewarm water you have before. Then you gradually start adding the lukewarm water inside the mixture. I said gradual. So as you add, you stir, as you add, you mix. It's always good to use your hand at this stage. The stage will come when you will not use your hand. So gradually add the water and mix. Can you see this? Please don't use cold water when doing this. Don't use cold water because it will affect whatever that you do. So continue adding. Don't use cold water. Don't use too hot water. So now this is the look. Now for you to know when the water is okay, dip your hand and bring it out. Look at my hand now. You can see some quantity. If it is still thick, you will still see it when you put your hand there, just like a moi. So this is how you do it. Then after this, now you wash your hand, then add your pepper. I blended this pepper. Some people don't like blending it this way. You can just mash it. Then you add salt. Add more salt. Please guys, you can notice that in this mixture I did not add anything. Real OKPA does not need crayfish. Real OKPA does not need a Maggi, that is seasoning cube. Real OKPA does not need egg. Any other thing that you are adding inside it is just will affect the taste. And that is why when you eat okpa from real Enugu woman and okpa from other states, you see the difference. So when you must have mixed everything together, you taste for salt. If the salt is okay, then you now apply it to whatever you want to use to tie it. So I'm using a nylon here, and there is nobody close by to help me and hold it, so I'm going to be adding it, and I'm counting the quantity to make sure that the whole quantity is the same. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and tie it now. And because most of this nylon that we use here in Nigeria is not always good, so after this one I'm going to double it. So watch me and see how I do it. Tie it. You can even use lips, like that lips I use in showing us how to tie more. You can use it to do this. So I'm going to go ahead now and double this waterproof, because sometimes if you don't double it, when you start cooking, it will just break loose inside the pot, and it will even affect the taste of your product. So here I'm doubling it. So after double, I will keep it. You don't put it directly inside the pot like we do for moi. You just keep it here. Even if you are cooking for 100 people, don't put it in the pot until you must have tied everything. So that is what I'm doing here. Please, if you want to do this, make sure you follow the steps. Now look at it now. And if you want to even know what I said about Maggi, you can prepare another one that you do not use Maggi to do, and the ones you use Maggi or crayfish, you see the difference. See that, but doesn't need it. So now I have already tied it. So I want to put it inside the pot, but before you do that, shake it together. Shake it. Because sometimes when you don't shake it, when you put it inside the pot, when it is done, you see that there will be a difference in the whole mixture. So after shaking it, the next thing is to put this inside a pot of boiling water. If the water has not boiled, allow it to boil before adding your okpa. So I'm going to put everything, and I'm going to cook it for 45 minutes. Please time yourself. If you are starting out, time yourself. Myself, I can even know when to bring it down. So now this is just 30 minutes into the cooking. So I wanted to show you people how to know when the okpa is done. So this is just 30 minutes, and I brought it out. I don't know if you can see this place that is just looking somehow different from the rest of the body of the okpa. I'm holding my phone in the hand, that's why it's shaking here. So that is to show you that the okpa is not yet done. It's not yet done. This is just 30 minutes. This place I'm touching now is showing you that it's not yet done. The inside is still looking somehow whitish, so you can use this to check. After checking it, if it is not yet done, you still tie it back and put it inside the pot and wait for the next 15 minutes. So I allowed it to cook for 15 minutes, and this is the outcome. We are already on the dining table. I wanted to break it for breakfast, so I wanted to cut it for breakfast, sorry. So this is the outcome. I'm going to show you the inside now. You see that there is no white stuff like that first one I brought out. So this is how you know that your okpa is done, and this is even how to know real okpa. It doesn't look so smooth when you cut it. I wish you can perceive the aroma of this okpa here. So you just cut it accordingly how you want to eat it. So I'm just breaking this for breakfast. Can you see the inside? So this is just how to prepare okpa, the real OKPA Enugu. It doesn't need all this vegetable, all this egg, all this crayfish, all this Maggi. Once you put it, what you are preparing is no longer OKPA. You can enjoy this with anything: Coke, juice, beverages, pap, which is the major one that we use to eat it. And guys, if you're watching up to this moment, please kindly hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment for me to see how you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.